And we're live. Oh. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. Another day has passed. It's very exciting. Every day I wake up on my calendar, I'm like, just put a little X through the next day. And I wake up and I smile because I'm so excited about what this day has to bring. And then I read the news, and then it's all back to zero. And I get sour and bitter and scared, but then I smile again, because then I remember I'm gonna be hanging out with you guys this afternoon. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Happy Thursday. Welcome. I'm your host, Anthony Ladon, aka Mr. Pink Shirt Guy, and this is Cooking with Mr. Pink Shirt Guy, Quarantine Edition. So it's date night tonight, which is why I'm all dressed up. It's been a while since the date night. Haven't had one in quarantine yet, but I think tonight's gonna be the night. We'll call it a date night. It's probably gonna end up like every other night. Just two people snoring with a dog laying between them, pretty much owning the entire bed. So pardon me for just 1 second. I'm gonna slip into something a little more comfortable. Oh, this is date night. Oh, it's date night. This is date night. Oh, what a night. What a night. Okay, so it is kind of a pink shirt. You can't tell the colors. I don't think the color reproduction is that great. I got to get a different LUT or something on the video, but there is a whole bunch of pink in there. So biscuit, that's where it's at. I'm wearing a pink shirt. It's just not 100% perfectly pink. But Kathleen Falls, hi everyone. Good to see you. Kristen Aspergren, good to see you as well. Mac the Knife, it will be coming back. It's not a one-time thing. I'm thinking about bringing it back every Friday. We'll see. I wanted to get on a regular schedule of doing some sort of opening monologue with killer jokes. And Fridays seem like a good day to do it. So we'll bring that back. Yeah. Oh yeah, smile or die. You know what the drill is. It's a Friday thing. Ravik, hello. So what's up, everyone? Okay, so Craig, it is a chilled glass. I don't know if you just joined us a few minutes late here, but I just drank/poured out the chilled liquid in there. If I switch to the other camera real fast, you will see that there is indeed condensation forming and residual liquid from me pouring it out. So, aha! I win again. Yeah, sour, bitter, and scared. These sound like great drinks, though. My mood for the day. Okay, so I'm making a martini. I know we've done this in the past, but I'm trying a new gin. I've never tried this. It is Roku gin. It was actually a gift for, come on, pick it up. It was a gift for Mrs. Pink Shirt. Oh, I think it's on the face recognition thing. Will it get it now? Anyway, no, it won't. It's called Roku gin. Like the Roku, Apple TV competitor thing. I don't know why apparently I'm 75 years old and this is how I think of things. Like, you just got the clicker. But I've never tried this before. It was a gift for Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal, and I'm breaking into it. I'm gonna be the first one to drink it. Smells delicious. Yeah, linguophile, bonjour, bonsoir. No, not bonjour, bonsoir, all the other ones. Hey, I just got my stand goal achieved notification on my Apple Watch, which is super exciting. So now I'm not a complete failure in quarantine. I did one thing today, and this was it. Okay, let's lost it. Let's get measuring. Sharon Baum, good to see you as well. Welcome back, everyone. What am I doing here? 2 ounces of gin. I like martinis for date nights. I don't know. It just feels like this is serious, but also kind of playful. Which is not how my date nights go. Most of the time, it's just the serious part. My dog is the playful one. So yeah, date night is usually just stimulating conversation. It's usually me talking. It's actually a lot like this. It's pretty exciting stuff. I talk. She may or may not be listening. Sometimes she's not even there. So it actually feels the same way. Sometimes I'll get like a text message that's like, hey, I went to bed an hour ago. Can you keep it down while you're yammering on to yourself? So those are fun nights. But yeah, I like martinis are kind of like, you know, and Manhattans too. But I was kind of feeling a martini right now. So 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 ounces of Noy Prat. I'm never gonna get this right. But Noy Prat gin. Where's our our French professor, Andrew? She's got to be back sometime. Yeah, Andrew, it is the pantry wardrobe. I will here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna hang it up here. You can kind of see it through the other camera setup. Yeah, this is my pantry wardrobe. So that's actually not bad there. It's a little, it makes it feel like a kitchen. I've now blocked the only point of egress in our apartment. So if there's a fire alarm, we're toast. Quite literally. Okay. I'm gonna mute you just for a moment while I shake, shake, shake. Oh, I should have like shake, shake, shake going on in the background, like a tune, music. I don't know why I called it a tune. I've never done that before, but. Always good to have dead air on there. That's real. I think YouTube loves that. They recommend that. Just having complete silence for as long as they can manage. Yeah, I'm only doing this just to be quiet for you guys. So yeah, but yeah, it is a group date. This is date night. I hope you dressed up as well. All right. Strain this bad boy. And just like all my date nights, this martini won't be dirty. This is all A material, folks. A material. Okay. Let's get every last little, oh yeah, there we go. 2 drops, perfect. And I'm gonna go lemon twist this time, not olive. Mostly because I don't want to fish out olives and have to reach into the fridge and not know where they are. Mac the knife, dressed up. We're supposed to be dressed for this. I would just settle for, yeah, just maybe waist up. What do you think I'm wearing? All right, let's give a little squeeze. Done. Get it all over the place. Okay. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Happy date night to me. Oh. All right, good. Now, a proper date night needs a good date night meal. And, oh, you know, yeah, so this meal is going to be, we're doing, what did I say we were going to do? Oh, olive oil poached cod. So it's kind of a different technique than I think most people are used to, which is kind of why I'm excited to show it to you. But it's fun because it comes out, like the fish comes out just perfectly cooked. You don't have to baby it. It's almost like it's almost like cooking sous vide, where it's you know, you can exactly control the temperature and you immerse the whatever you're trying to cook into a water bath and then it comes out exactly right. This one, you're putting it into oil. And it's not quite as precise as sous vide because it's over an open flame, but it's close enough and it's just nice and easy. It's good. So where was I going with that? Oh yeah, so it's kind of a fun technique. I like it a lot. You don't have to baby it. You don't have to worry about overcooking it really. It's just great. And we're gonna pair it with kind of a, hold on, we gotta let Linguophiles comment through here. Yeah, that certainly helps. Thanks Linguophile in your alien language there. I'll be sure to take good notes of that. Let me put this away before I knock this over. That thing is getting in the way. But thank you, really, for the pronunciation. I'll have to look up how that is actually pronounced. Yeah, but it's a nice, it's a lighter dish. It's still meaty, you know. So we have, it'll fill you up a little enough. But yeah, considering that we both had, we ordered, what was it, sticky fingers joint today for takeout and or delivery, and I slammed an entire thing of bacon cheese fries. after a couple of ginormous chicken tenders, each bite dipped in a different dipping sauce. And then I followed it up with, wait for it, s'mores fries. And yes, they were as awesome as they sound. It was basically regular fries with s'mores stuff on top. So there was melted marshmallows, there was chocolate, chocolate sauce, graham crackers crumbled up on top of it, and it's all in a big block right here. So if I start nodding off, you'll know exactly why. Ravik asking, can I make soup in a sous vide? I mean, no, I wouldn't. No, I mean, you probably technically could, but the whole point of, I mean, it depends on what kind of soup. Depending on the kind of soup, let me think about this. So if it's like a chicken noodle soup or like a chicken soup, you could make, I wouldn't even cook the broth sous vide. I would do like vegetable broth sous vide to really lock in the flavors. Because when you make any sort of broth and and reduce it down, all the aromatics just go flying out of the pot. It smells good in your apartment or your home, but none of that makes it into the final dish. Or rather, the amount is really reduced. But if you make your vegetable broth in a sous vide sealed bag, then you lock all that flavor in and aroma in. So that part you could make in there. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother, because the whole point of making a soup is, you reduce down some sort of liquid. You don't really need to cook anything unless you're cooking like, broiling or roasting some sort of flavor or vegetable before you puree it. So that you could puree those parts. If you didn't want like the roasted flavor on like a cauliflower, say, or leeks or whatever, you could cook those individual parts sous vide, but not the whole thing. That was a 10-minute answer to a 5-second question. So sorry about that. I liked it was a few weeks ago in the news, and it was like a review of Andrew Cuomo, the New York State governor, talking to his brother, who's a news anchor, and they said, both brothers share a trait with their father. Neither would say in 5 minutes what they could possibly say in 20 minutes. And I shared that gene. So anyway, cheers. Okay, this gin is actually pretty good. I kind of like it. It's a nice clean flavor, not overly junipery at all. It's actually, it's just super clean. That's a good way to describe it. Not soapy clean, just super clean. Okay. So for this, let's get prepping. The only prep work I did before this, which I think is important, it's now cool to the touch, is I roasted a beet. So if you've never roasted beets, it's as simple as putting beets in foil with a little bit of olive oil, sometimes a tablespoon of water if you want, and then some salt. That's really all you need to do. And then you roast it until it's done. So this is a giant beet. And I put it in there for about an hour 15. I didn't test it to see if it's done, so this may not be done. It might have a little more bite left to it, but it's still pretty warm. But this is how you roast beets. It's this easy. And then the next step is opening it up, being careful not to get any of the super fun beet juices all over your nice clothes. So, yeah, Bill, it is something that New York City Italians have in common. Okay, so we're gonna take the skin off this guy. Usually, that's still a little bit warm. Oh, here, let's do this. Let's switch to the split screen view. Bam! Okay, so here we go. Sorry about all the weird squeaky noises. Let me test to see if it's done. Okay, that's done enough. You just wanna make sure a fork or knife goes in relatively easily. I'm gonna let this cool for another few minutes, before I rub off the skin and start dicing it. So I'll work on my next thing first. I did completely forget to put this in earlier today. So instead of a chilled beet, it'll be a warmed beet in the final dish. Oh, we're getting there. So this is it. All you have to do, can you see this? You're kind of just rubbing the skin off, and then you'll get to the shiny part underneath. So the dirty part comes off. It's that dirty, naughty skin. And the shiny, beautiful, rejuvenated skin comes. It's like exfoliating your beet. That's all we're doing. Except it's way cheaper than those weird SoCal exfoliation treatments where they take in an alien spaceship and then do things to your face, and then you come back looking like another human or an alien or a lizard person. Okay, almost done. I think I'm gonna let that cool because it's quite warm on my hands. And although I've lost most of the feeling due to doing stuff like this over the years, I do have some left and it is a little warm. So we'll put that on pause. We're also gonna be having grapefruit juice with this. So let's prep a grapefruit. See, my hands are already turning nice, bright red. List for today, Monster Master. Yeah. Mess up a drink, do the intro, show the directors, say hi to my mom, talk endlessly on a rant, check. Forget how to cook, get in there. I'll give you an update on Daryl, maybe, yeah. Finish cooking, outro, forget how to end stream. Yeah, that's, okay, good. Thank you for the update. I'll make sure to hit all those points to a T. We'll get them. All right. So, this is gonna be kind of fun. In the poaching liquid, we're actually gonna flavor it with a little bit of citrus zest. So I'm using a grapefruit. You can use oranges, lemons, use whatever you want or whatever you got. I'm just gonna peel this. I'm trying not to get a whole bunch of pith on there because some of the bitter flavors might leach out and I don't want that. So try to get as thin of a strip as you can. Because the pith, the white stuff, is bitter. And I don't want that flavor in my fish. I do want the grapefruit flavor though, so. I did, oh yeah, you forgot puppy time, Monster Master. Good call, Ravik. Thanks for the reminder. How's everybody doing? Good, what is it today? Still Thursday. Yeah, good Thursdays all around? Yeah, no, maybe. They're after me still, as you can hear. Okay, good. And then I think this should be okay. There's like a little bit of pith. I don't think it's gonna be that much. I don't think it'll get picked up in the flavor too much. But if you get huge chunks, quiet down out there. These guys. I hope everybody's safe. Yeah, this will be good. All right, that part's done. Let's get this cut and pressed. That's not the only bitter thing here. Yeah, good call, lingophile. There we go. Apparently this is a red grapefruit. Or pink. Pink. Pink for Pink Shirt Guy. Yeah, got it. It worked. Oh, Monster Master, we're doing cod. So, but you could also do this with salmon. I've done that before. So the salmon recipe I got from Thomas Keller's French Laundry Cookbook, that was fantastic. This, I think I'm using, this is kind of a cross between a handful of different recipes. I was looking through that Share cookbook from Chris Santos. But I didn't want to do a salad like he does, so we're gonna end up kind of doing what was the other inspiration for this? Oh, it's another Thomas Keller, I think it's actually another Thomas Keller recipe, but I found it not through his cookbook, through another way. So, not that the method I found it matters. Yeah, Smiler will die. The cops want to attend date night. Let us in. All right. Let's have this not squirt everywhere. Good. Nice. Isn't this great color? I love that. Okay. A cake turntable. Nice, Ravik. Yeah, let me know how that turns out. I haven't seen the peanut butter chocolate cake one. Oh wait, was that? No, I was brownies. I haven't seen the chocolate cake one. Like I wouldn't miss a video I was in. All right. Had a busy day. I recorded another video. I haven't edited it yet, but be on the lookout for I'll drop another video about how to butcher a chicken, like how to break down a whole chicken. And because I made chicken stock after that, and highly recommend that. I recommend buying a whole chicken over the individual chicken parts, if for no other reason, because you can make your own chicken stock that blows away the flavor of any store-bought stock. Just that one thing changed how I looked at everything from like risottos to actually any dish that requires any sort of stock. It's just, oh my God, so good. And it's so easy. I don't even put any other flavors in my chicken stock other than chicken. I just use the entire carcass, the wings, any sort of scraps that are left over, throw it in there with some water in a pressure cooker, and 90 minutes later, I have this thick, syrupy, kind of gelatinous stuff, and it's so good. Anyway, that's my soapbox. I'm gonna get off of it now for making your own stock and buying chicken whole. But just be on the lookout. Oh, the whole point. Be on the lookout for a video. I'll drop it out. So if you're subscribed, you'll get it. Okay. I was squeezing this thing so gently just to make sure it didn't squirt everywhere, because that's the last thing I want. All over the computer screen. Done that before. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to strain this because I don't want any, pulp in there. You don't have to strain it. So by the way, some of these like refinement steps, you don't have to do if you're either in a hurry or just lazy or don't care. That's fine. It'll pretty much turn out almost the same. I, however, just wanted to make sure like I can control every last little bit of it. That's the only reason I'm doing this kind of stuff. And I'm going to weigh out the grapefruit juice just because I want to cut it 1-to-1 with chicken stock, and then we'll reduce it, and we'll keep, okay. Or I can look at the milliliters too. That's always kind of fun. Okay. See, there was a little bit of pulp there. Saved ourselves that. It really wouldn't matter that much, but again, this is mostly like, I want a crystal clear sauce at the end. I just want to make sure there are no little impurities in there. This being an impurity. Okay, so about 130 grams. Call. Write that down. What am I doing? Peeled juice is 130. Great. And here is a little bit of stock that I reserved earlier today. Let's do about 130 in there. You can also measure this by cups, or milliliters. Oh, is this big enough? I think so. Oh, I actually had pretty much the exact right amount. Yes, Anthony, you are amazing. Those are the affirmations I tell myself every morning. Anthony, you're amazing. Oh, Anthony. It gets weird when he answers back. I know. Oh, Becca, you just bought 4 whole chickens? Yes, you totally need that video. Unless you already know how to do it, but it's super easy just to break them down. Or you can roast the whole thing, like that's also great. The stock comes out slightly different. It's more of a brown chicken stock, but it's also amazing. I do that probably more often than the way I just did it today. But yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's get this. That's reserved for the oil. We got that for the juice. We're gonna reduce it down. See, doesn't this look kind of pretty? God, I got that shiny light there. We'll have to figure out, that'll be phase 2. Okay, juice is prepped. Grapefruit zest is prepped. I'm gonna add in a little bit of shallot that I'm just gonna microplane in. But that's kind of optional. You don't have to do this. I just think it'll be super tasty doing this. Do we want to use this? Hold on, I gotta figure out which pan. That's fine. We'll just use this for the juice. Perfect. All right. And then let's microplane in. We don't need much. I'm thinking like half of a small shallot. Not much. Again, I just want a little bit of flavor here. We will end up straining this out too, I think, just for fun. Let's cut this. Whoop, I bumped it. Did I ruin it? Oh, Anthony, don't do that. He's all shaky eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna not touch it. I don't want it to fall over. All right. Tops off, good. And now a little microplane action. Can you see what I'm doing here? Yeah, oh, you can see. Oh, good. I suppose you could put this through a garlic press if you have one of those too. That'd work. Or just slice it up really finely. Again, we're gonna be straining out actually, so it almost doesn't really matter. You know what? This is a total pain. I don't know why this guy is just turning into mush. I usually do this with garlic, and I was thinking maybe I'd be fancy and try it with a shallot, but look at that. It's just turning like, no. I'm just gonna slice it. Hard pass on that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, I think we're done with the cutting board. Gotta prep the beet. Oh, I gotta dice the beet. Let's do this. Perfect. Oh, Bill Woods, great question. Are they, so Becca said she's got 4 teens. They go through a lot of chicken. Bill, great question. Are they old enough to do it for you? Yeah, I wanna see the answer to that one. How do parents do it? Okay, we'll save that for the oil. And where's my beet? Right here. Turn the beet around. Oh, this is much easier to handle now. My fingers are not burning. Beat it. Beat it. So many great songs. Okay. It's not really sexy, but you can kind of just rub it with a napkin. Like it's not, you could also, I could try peeling it with a peeler, I don't know. But the rubbing seems to get most of it off. Maybe at this point we're okay. I'll see. Now I've got it under my fingernail. This is great. If the police are like, hey, why is your wife dead? I'll be like, it wasn't me. And then they'll be like, well, your fingers are bloody. And I'm like, well, you know, she had it coming. All right, that's close enough. It's pretty good. I know that I'm now being completely arbitrary by saying, oh, we're definitely gonna strain all the impurities out, and then I've got like gunk all over this guy. It'll be fine. Just go with it. Lauren's not watching this video, so she won't know. Good thing I'm wearing an apron. Look at that. All right. So we're just gonna go for like a 1/2 inch dice on this. I've already got my little knife out, and I don't know if I want to clean 2, so we'll just use the little guy. And because I don't want to stain my board, even though he's well oiled, I don't want to risk it. We'll just do this. I'm all turned around. Okay. So are there any really nasty parts? Everything's pretty much good. I'm going for about a 1/2 inch dice on this. By the way, this is like a really good appetizer, just beets, and like usually goat cheese is a pretty common accompaniment to this, but you could do any kind of cheese. Lauren, Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal doesn't really love goat cheese, so we never have goat cheese, but I've done it with burrata. That's awesome. A little drizzle of olive oil and some salt on this. It's like a super easy, cheap appetizer. So good. All right. Done. And then a little cross dice here. It's closer to like a centimeter, so maybe not a true 1/2 inch, but we're rounding up. Good. Can you still see that? All right, let's get this. If I do that better, okay. I'm trying to do this for you guys, you know? I don't even eat this food. I pretend to make it. I take 2 bites. I spit it out when you're not looking, and then I throw it all away after I take a picture of it. So good. Even it's just a friggin' beet. It's great. I love how simple that is. But they've got like a nice sweetness to them. It'll be a perfect kind of foil to the tart, savory flavors we've got going on, like with the fish, and then obviously the sauce will be kind of tart. So, what are we asking here? Oh, stop retracting messages, yeah. Okay, good, I think we're done slicing and dicing, so put this away. In general, I'm more of a fan of cleaning as I cook. That way I'm not left with like a giant mess at the end. But you know, most of the time I don't do that on camera because I'm more focused on, hey, let's chit chat and have fun and whatever. So I just don't want you to think low of me because I have a complete mess in the back. Actually, I don't really care. Okay, so we can just let this chill. We're gonna end up tossing this in with the final dish, so not much more prep for this. It's already salted a little bit. We're gonna add some more, but that's good. Message retracted, gang. And we're done with this. All right, this is great. We're cleaning up. What's left? Add stock, add shallot, doing that. The heat's on high on a little burner, so that'll take a few minutes. We're probably just gonna reduce it in half. I just wanna thicken it up a little bit, kind of concentrate that chicken stock, even though it's pretty concentrated already. Yeah, just wanna concentrate it anymore. Oh, I get to show you guys a special thing. So, Lauren got me a gift, and I wanna show it to you. Isn't it great? It's a pink Le Creuset. I love it. It's a smaller one too. So now I have two of these little guys, one big, one small, and this is like the perfect size for this kind of a dish. So it's coming in handy. I just love it. Okay, you hurry up and cook. But yeah, isn't it great? Say it's great. Say you love it. Okay, here, let's do this. I'm gonna put this over here so you can watch it for me, okay? Let me know if it's starting to reduce too much. And then, oh, so here's the deal. When we're doing the fish, we're poaching it. So it just needs to be submerged in olive oil, but we don't know exactly how much olive oil we need. So, thank you, Smile or Die. Isn't it gorgeous? Ravik, yes. And Kathleen, Kristen, Becca, I know, right? I love it too. It's so great. And like the color, it's pink, it's perfect. Okay, anyway, I just had to share that. It was so thoughtful of her. She said she ordered it like weeks ago and it took a long time to come, but, ooh, Monster Master, beet chips and dipping it in brie. That is an awesome idea. That might be something we should try on the show. I've never done beet chips before. Beet chips and brie. Okay, that was Monster. I'll put that right next to Weller's gin cocktail with honey and hibiscus that I haven't gotten through yet. Real, yes, I'm thinking a yes. I'm thinking the beet chips might be pretty weak though, you know, and so we'd have to soften up the brie a little bit, but a brie, I think that'd be great. Or even like a whipped ricotta might be kind of fun. Just something that's more easily dippable, but maybe if it was a little bit thicker, yeah, why not? Yeah. Okay, we'll try that. That sounds really good. Okay, so where was I? We're gonna do, you could call it breets. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so for the fish, we need to kind of guess a little bit, to take the guesswork out of how much oil that we need. I'm gonna put the fish in here, put the oil on it, then remove the fish. So then we don't need to guess. And then we'll heat up the oil to our cooking temp. We'll salt our fish and then, or maybe we can just guess. I guess we can try just guessing and see how it goes. Nah, we'll measure, that'll be nicer. That way we're not using way too much oil and we don't have to add oil at the end to like come up to temp, that kind of thing. I'm hoping that I have enough olive oil. I'm feeling that and it does not feel super, super full. So we will find out. Okay. All right, let's do this. The only thing you need to figure out is is what we're putting the fish back on when we're done with it. So here I'll just use this with that. Okay, so this is our kind of little setup. I'll put the fish in. We're doing cod, I mentioned that? Yeah. Again, you can do this with salmon. The salmon temperature is, for some reason it's different, and I'm not sure why. This one's higher. This is 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The salmon recipe calls for 125 degrees Fahrenheit. The salmon turned out great when I did it like years ago. I'm not sure why this one's higher. I don't really want to try 125 today since I trust the recipes that we're getting, but I'm really curious why one is higher than the other. Maybe it has to do with like the texture or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Bill, I don't want to heat up the oil with the fish in it, only because I don't, maybe I could do that. But I would worry that would the fish start to break down if it was just cooked a longer time? You know, like I kind of want to just cook it 10 to 15 minutes at 180 and call it. I don't know. But I'm not sure if that's the right answer. I don't know what the right answer is. Oh, am I going to have enough? Oh, I think so. It's not a great use of olive oil. You know, using a smaller pan is probably more ideal for this, or it's, I don't know, is ideal like a qualitative thing? Can you say something is more or less ideal? Anyway, but I think it's pretty close. I'll have to supplement with a little bit from my squeeze bottle. Thank goodness I have some of this on order already. Yeah, obviously if you're cooking a few more fillets in there, that would be even better because then you just, you know, more surface or more mass to fill it up, but I don't have that. Adios, my friend. Okay, so that's, let me get a little bit more. Or maybe I'll do a little bit of vegetable oil. That way I'll save some olive oil. That's close enough. A little bit of, what do we got here? Some canola too. So it won't matter that much. I mean, I like the olive oil flavor in there, but it's fine. This is a little tiny bit of canola. It's not gonna make a difference. Okay, good. Let's get you guys, let's rescue you guys. All that oil back in there. Boop. Yeah, Lingophile, it's totally a gas can full of olive oil. I like the tins though. That way I know there's never any light damage. Like that's when I'll never, if I can avoid it, I will never buy olive oil in a glass container, just because, especially one that's I know has been sitting out under fluorescent lights, like in a grocery store, because the green doesn't block the fluorescent light, and that's what ruins and skunks olive oil and beer. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they do that, like other than the looks. Okay, that is. Had to think about that one. I was like, it's got fish stuff on it. Does that mean I can use it, can't use it? Let me think about this. Yeah, Takeshi, it looks like a gas can. Yeah, totally. But I love buying olive oil that way. Well, number one, it's a little bit cheaper when it's that huge, but all right, that should heat up pretty quick. I want to give this like 5 minutes to warm up with a little bit of salt on it. But this will take a few more minutes than 5, so I think I'm gonna put this in here for a minute. I like to think out loud sometimes, that's why. All right, let's do that. Done. Okay, that's reducing down quite nicely, right? We've almost got it in half. Let me taste it. See how we're doing here. Oh man, that is super good. Who knew chicken stock and grapefruit juice would work so well together? It definitely needs salt, but we're on to something with that, for sure. I can't take all the credit. Like, most of the recipes call for some sort of citrus, and then sometimes chicken stock, sometimes not. But I did grapefruit, and I love it. I'm totally taking the credit. Okay, where are we at here? This is warming up. Where's my candy thermometer? Right here. Yeah, Lingophile, the spatula is pretty good. The only deal with that one is I would almost say don't buy it, because it has like a little, that silicone lip at the end is, sometimes it catches when I try to slide the fish off. So, because like there's the metal spatula piece and then the lip kind of comes up and over. So if the fish is sitting up here and you're trying to slide it off, it like catches on it and sometimes it like crumbles the edge of the fish. So don't buy it. Don't wave off. Don't get it. Initially I was a big fan, but then now I'm not. This is the maiden voyage, by the way, of the old pink lady. I'm pretty excited. All right, what have I missed here? Yeah, Bill Woods, I'm gonna have to look up the heat up the oil with the fish in it. Like, my gut tells me it might break down the fish, but you know, guts can't be trusted. So, especially mine after all those fries. Whew. Oh, I'm gonna pull, this is warming up super fast. It's only 180 degrees, not 350 like normal deep frying. So, time to salt these guys. Where is my salt? Ah, right where I left it. Perfect. I like salting fish just a few minutes before cooking. Like, 5 is probably a good lead time. Any longer, and I think you risk kind of breaking down the meat a little bit. Rial, I thought you were Anthony. Are you talking to me or to somebody else? Because I am. I think. I don't know, maybe I'm logged into somebody else. What's it showing up as? Yeah, 180, almost there. We're at 170. This is gonna be great. Oh, let's see, what else? I do want to prep, so on the plate, let's get some greens ready to go. I think that would be kind of nice because we've got the white, we'll have kind of an orange color here. We'll have the red from the beet. I think it'll look good. But I think a green, you know what? And, can't forget this. After all that work, there we go. And actually, I probably should have put this in earlier because it will bubble just a tiny little bit as it starts to, it'll gently fry. That's okay. But I also don't want to add at the end and then have it pull down any sort of temperature. No, you're not. You're pretty excited. Oh, is Anthony not normally excited? Rial? I cannot be excited. Tell me who I am. Who am I supposed to be? Also, God, I need more hair. This is getting super shiny up here. I like how that's my biggest concern. Not that the entire world is falling apart, but it's like, I'm getting a little shiny up top. Can we cut? Can we do a retake on that? Yeah, I need a little, that's my biggest concern right now, is the shininess. Yeah, I know. I don't know where Mother is today. Where's Mom? If you're out there, Mom, I missed a call from her / didn't pick up yesterday or today. Oh, we're at 200 degrees. All this talking. Gosh, you guys, I'm already way up. I turned off the heat. I'm gonna let that sit for just a second to cool. And this will probably pull down the temperature, so that's actually okay. But I want to get the plates prepped, and actually, more importantly, I need to get the where this is going prepped first. So, hold. One more sheet pan. If you haven't purchased yourself a fleet of sheet pans, I would highly recommend it. They come in way handy all the time. For meal prep, I know mine are kind of janky looking because they're like 5-6 years old. But where was I going with that? I have no idea. Oh, sheet pans. Yeah, highly recommend. That's all. I'm off that soapbox. Okay, 210. Slow down. Just pipe down. Okay, this is where the fish is gonna go afterwards. I need something to scoop it out with. I just wanna be prepared because the second that fish is done, I wanna pull it out, let it rest for just a minute, and then finish plating. So, got this set. I'll do that right here so everyone can see it. And then the plates. Should we do it all on one plate and then let people serve themselves, or should we plate it up individually? I think it might be better looking on one plate. Let's do that. Let's do one plate. Normally, I like plating individually, but I think this will work. We'll keep this handy. So I'm gonna put this right over here where you can't see right now. Down with the scale. Okay, I'm gonna salt the beets now, just to make sure that they're appropriately flavored. I just want to make sure every element that goes into this final dish is seasoned, flavored the way I want it. That's my only goal, because I don't have to adjust the entire dish all at the end. I can just make sure as we go, yep, I know that's good. I know this is good. Did I add salt to this yet? I'm gonna have to taste that. And I think we're almost good there. Oh my God. Chicken and grapefruit, a win. A total win. Yeah, liquefied. It'll be a family style date night meal. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm mostly doing this for the picture at the end. Like, I think it'll look better on one plate, you know, with two and then some stuff and then the sauce drizzled on it. Plus, I just like this plate for serving better anyway. Like, you know, for pictures, that's all. That's really all. We're only doing it for the gram. Darn it. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's pretty good. It's getting syrupy. I like it. Keep it on low. It'll continue reducing. I think we're about ready to go. Oh yeah, almost on time. Our date's at 6:15, so I'm good. I think this will take about 15 minutes to cook. That's my plan is. I think I'm ready to put it in. I'm just looking for, let's just do it. Don't fall apart on me now, little guy. Just carefully put it in. It's not gonna splatter or anything really, but, oh, see, that's not quite enough oil. Oh, now it'll fill up a little bit. It's hot enough where it might hurt, so just be careful. Alexa, honey, set a 15-minute timer, would you?
15 minutes, starting now.
Alexa, cancel that timer.
15-minute timer canceled.
Alexa, babe, do me a favor and set me a 11-minute timer.
11 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. Alexa, thank you. Dang it.
Anytime.
She heard me. Okay, good. I was in, this was, I think 3 years ago, or no, 2 years ago. I was in a commercial for like a smart home. It was a smart home commercial that featured Alexa and ignore. And the gist of it was my wife and I had moved into this new home, and it was a smart home. Like, it was the builder was marketing them as smart homes. Like, you know, they already had what's her face built in. Anyway, and there's one scene in the commercial where my wife goes into labor and is like, she asked me for directions to the hospital, or like, hey, do you know how to get to the hospital? Let's go. And I'm like, I don't know. And then she has to ask Alexa for directions. It was a great commercial. It never saw the light. I never saw it. What? Alexa, stop. Gosh, you know, just butting into all of our conversation. I never heard it. I never saw it, only because I don't know if it ever aired, but it was fun. I don't know why I'm telling you that story. I just remembered it now. I should actually ask to see if I can see the footage, because that would have been fun. And then I could maybe share it. That's the closest I've gotten to having kids, really, is fake. And they're the best kind of kids, because then they're not around at the end of the day. You know, they won't drive me nuts. I can love them, be with them, but then I can send them home with, I feel like I make a great grandparent, you know? Play with them for a little while when they're like, I don't know, 30, and then they can make you drinks and entertain you or something. I feel like I'm gonna be in a wheelchair and they're gonna have to like push me around places. Yeah, Becca, it is just like having a kid, right? It's exactly the same. So the oil is not coming all the way to the top. Oh, that oil is hot. It's just a little bit warm, so I'm gonna let that cool. Perfect, because I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Yeah, Becca, exactly. They go home. Yeah. I don't want to overcook this fish, especially not on date night. I don't want to screw it up. Not this time. Almost. Almost, Anthony. Okay, now it's finally full. So I'm guessing what happened is the fish either seized up a little tiny bit as it got hot, or maybe it's on a different part of the pan, like there's a slope. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna give it a little stir. Just to make sure all that oil is kind of the same temp and mixed around. There we go. And it smells like grapefruity olive oil. The smell's amazing. Also, that smells amazing and tastes amazing. Have I salted that yet? Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I'm done with the spoon. I'll put that here. I think we're done here, right? This is the discard one. Perfect. I guess I'll taste it and see. Taste and see. Isn't that like an old church song? Hot. Really hot. Oh man, it's still good. Oh man, that's really good. Hope that doesn't get old. Oh man, that's really good. Okay, it just needs a pinch of salt, but I don't want to salt it too early in the reduction process, only because I don't want to misjudge when it's has a lot of water in it and oversalt, and then as it reduces down, then it concentrates and becomes too salty. So I think we're okay there. I just put a pinch in, just to kind of tide it over. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer?
You have 6 minutes. And
6 minutes left. Okay, about halfway there. I'm just dropping down to like 180, so I'm turning the heat up. This is the only babying you really have to do, is you just want to make sure it hovers around 180 Fahrenheit. What would 180? 180 Celsius would be deep frying that fish, which could also be good, but that's good. I just gave it a little heat. It's gonna be a great date night meal. I'm looking forward to this. I think that's good. I'm just trying to think of what we need to do with that, other than reduce it. I mean, it's reduced down now to where I want it, like kind of a glaze. The grapefruit flavor is super concentrated. The chicken stock also super concentrated. It's got a little bit of that shallot flavor in there. Oh, you know, would thyme be good in there? What if we added like a little bit of thyme? Should we try it? This way you guys at least will know. I don't know, thyme and cod. Yeah? We'll try it. We'll try a little bit. We'll just go a little bit, see, because I love thyme. I think thyme and grapefruit might work. We'll just put a little bit just to kind of steep in there a little. And then we'll strain it out so that we won't see it, but it'll be there. Okay. Oh, my mother joined. Yay, Mom, welcome. I love how it's hi son dot and then at Anthony. I don't even get like the full at. It's just, she doesn't know. Mom, you in case you don't know, which you may not, it has to say Anthony Ladon for me to see the big red thing. I did see it anyway. I do always look for that little green anonymous icon and then DTL. I always look for that, Mom. So I know you're there. But 180 still perfect. Good. Yeah, Mama's here. Almost there. We got a few more minutes left on the timer. We're doing an 11-minute timer just to kind of split the difference between 10 and 15. My math's not too good. The time is steeping in there. That smells awesome. I'm super excited for this. Let's get our date plate set. There we go. This is gonna be super exciting. Date night. First quarantine date night. I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. I'm gonna stir this around a little bit as well. Hold on. Oh, I have to turn off my notifications. We're getting notes from Verizon over here. Boop. Here we go, all back. Oh, Mom, you added me the right way. I feel so special now. So if you don't want to use this much oil, you don't have to. You can use less and just kind of flip it over halfway through, roughly. That's fine too. I kind of wanted I don't want to worry about it part, even though I am worrying about it a little bit part, but whatever. Whatever. Coquette, that's the name of this thing. Yes, Linguophile, thank you. Coquette. It is really nice. I love it. I like the smaller size, especially for stuff like this, because I only have one little 6-cup quart-and-a-half pan, and this would have been great in there, so it's more fish per volume, and then I would have used less oil. That would have been fine, but you know, we downsized at one point, and I had 2 of these. I got rid of 1. Now the irony is that we're now upsizing to this. So, gang's all here. Okay, this smells so good, and you can use whatever citrus you want here, any kind of zest. Just real zest for life. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer?
You have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on your 11-minute timer.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left on my 11-minute timer. Very exciting. I can't wait.
Do you have Gavi cold for date night?
We do have Gavi cold for date night.
Do you have time to open it while you're waiting for the...
Why don't I?
Please.
We have some old Gavi cold. Would you like that? It's from the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you be a darling date and hand me another bottle of the Gavi, please?
Yes.
We're gonna have Gavi with this. It's an Italian wine, Piedmont region, one of our faves. There's very few wines that I would recommend, like wholeheartedly, and this particular Gavi is one of them for whatever reason. It's Francesco Rinaldi e Fili. Oh, it's gonna not focus because it's looking for a face, I think. Come on, can you get there? There we go. Anyway, highly recommend. It's nice. It's like it's dry, a little bit minerally, but it has a little bit of a backbone too. Like it stands up to stronger foods. I can't remember. I talked about this at one point, and I can't remember what it was. I had notes. Go back through one of the other videos, maybe, if you want to see the real notes. Or, yeah, I thought we had some other notes. So I'm going to put this in the freezer for just a few minutes. 30. Alexa, please set a 30-minute wine timer.
Wine timer, 30 minutes, starting now.
Lauren, would you like a glass now? Yes, it does smell good. I'm glad somebody else can vouch for it. And in addition to this whole show being basically a rather contrived proof of life for my parents because we're in New York and they're worried, it also now I can prove that we can still smell, or at least that's what we want you to believe. We can still smell, still taste things. We haven't gotten the run up. Alexa, stop. How do you pronounce it, Linguophile? I don't know. Coquette? What's the price? Oh, the price on this wine, Mother? Close to like $18 a bottle, I think. Shipped. So this is one of the few wines that we got a case of because it's so much cheaper buying it by the case, including shipping, than it is to buy it from like wine stores around here. So I think it's $18.
They do have cheaper Gavis.
They do have cheaper Gavis.
If you can find them, they're under $10.
Yeah, a lot of times you can find them. Do you want to just do the show?
Okay, I get that.
No, that's really helpful. No, you can find them. A lot of times they're like under $10, so they're not expensive. See this? Oh, this fish is gonna be so good. I'm gonna let it go for just like 1 or 2 more minutes. How's the temp? Good. I'll bring it back up. We're like at 172. Cocotte. Okay, great. Thank you. Almost there. So let's strain this right now. Where's my little strainer? Here. All right, doing good on time. What am I looking at? Oh, temperature. That's good. Let's give this guy a little stir. I just want to make sure I don't want to overcook them, but I also don't want them undercooked. I feel like there's a little bit more leeway on the overcooked side. You know, you've got more cushion on that side, I think, because we're still going a low enough temp where we're not hitting it hard with heat. All right, and let's strain this. This looks and smells so good. Grapefruit, chicken stock, a little shallot and thyme. Winning combination. Okay. That back there. This coming back up to temp, almost done. One final taste for seasoning. Oh yeah. Perfect. Oh, let's get some greens. We don't need a bunch of greens. I think just a few, well-placed greens around the side. Mostly to add visual interest, and then, actually it's mostly to add visual interest. We'll use a really strongly flavored green. So I've got baby watercress. This stuff is super tasty. And it's super cute, isn't it? Okay, now we're running out of room. But yeah, it's nice. Pea tendrils would work. Yeah, this is great. Use whatever greens you want though. Like you can use any sort of flavorful lettuce. Good, that's over 180 now. Nice. Okay, I think we're good on temperature. Let's get these bad boys drained. And then we'll blot them with paper towels. Come on. Oh no, don't you dare fall apart. Oh, he fell apart. It's okay. Hot. Also hot. Okay, we're almost done here. Now, little blotting action. Could you please put your cocktail and what you're cooking in the show notes for the latecomer? Yes, mother. Of course, I'd be happy to for you. But we're doing olive oil poached cod today. Cocktail was it was a martini, and it was a new gin to me. I've never had Roku gin. It's quite tasty. And we're serving this olive oil poached cod with a grapefruit juice, and chicken stock reduction, flavored with shallots and thyme. And then we're gonna dot it with some, well, let's just show you. I'll just, as I put it on the family meal presentation here. Okay, so we'll have this guy right there. And we'll get this guy right here. And you, hot. I'm so excited to try this. Oh, come on. That's perfect. It needs salt, but it's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of Malden right now. Okay, good. Now, scoot you there. A little space between. Now we'll get some beets on here to kind of add some visual interest and as a nice little, I actually kind of like the flavor. I think these will be nice and tasty here. And then we're gonna tie it all together with some of that sauce. That's pretty good. Yeah. Andrew says, I can't help but notice that you have 3 pieces of fish. I'm available. Come on up. We always have a spot reserved for you. Okay, that's good. I mean, it looks, that's fine. And now, we'll tie it all together with it. Am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't think so. I think we're good. Oh, the thyme. Oh my God, that was a brilliant addition, I hope. Look at that. Now we could have thickened this with like a little bit of butter too. That might have been okay. Maybe for next time. I would kind of like how it makes the beets bleed a little bit too as it hits them. Oh yeah. Bleed, beets, bleed. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm kind of excited. What else do we need? I feel like sprinkling, or maybe just a little more salt, but let's try this. The fish I know is perfect, but I kind of want to try it all together. Here, can you see this? Doesn't this look great? I like it. Okay, let's taste it. Try to get a little bit of fish, some beet, and some of the sauce. That is really good. That is very good. I think it still needs just another pinch of Malton sea salt on there, but oh man, that's perfect. I think I'm gonna add a few more like little beets around there just because it's nice to get the mix between the fish and the beets. We'll get some of the smaller ones too, but yeah, I'm digging this. This is good. And that shallot thyme totally comes through. That skin. Okay. There we go. Done. What if I just ended it right there? And we will in here, but. Okay, yeah, I know with the sauce there it would be easier to serve, you know, like plate it out and then put the sauce on the individual plates, but I'm actually super excited about this. Okay, I'll leave you there. Whoops, that's a close-up. I don't want that. I'm gonna bring my date on screen now, just so she can take a look at it and see how much she really appreciates it. So. What do you think? Doesn't it look really good?
Give her a little so you can see the bow on her back.
Oh yeah, there's a bow on the back.
She's all dressed up.
She's all dressed up for our date night.
And pink shirt.
And she's got a pink shirt on, so it's totally on brand. Not bad, right? She looks super excited too. Aren't you super excited? You poor beast. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. If I can hit the number 1 on my keyboard, I will activate the dance-off song. Yeah.
You just hit this.
Yeah, hit that and then M. Oh no. Hold on, I gotta use. Okay, now hit that and M. Okay, wave bye, Bales. We're gonna go enjoy our date night now. Okay? See ya. See ya. Bye, guys.